Welcome to this episode of Mainline Connect. I'm Jennifer Lynn Robinson, and my guest today is Holly Waters of Fitness Alive. Welcome, Holly.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Yes.
So we like to start off the show with a networking topic. And, I thought it would be great to talk about, you started your own personal training and fitness business, and it sounds like you've been doing it, 9 or 10 years now, you said? Or
I started the business just a few years ago, but I've been doing this full-time fitness for 9 years.
Wonderful. So business itself, a couple years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, there's a lot of people out there, whether it's their own fitness business or just their own business in general, that are trying to get off the ground. And I thought specifically you could speak to maybe how did you get your first clients as a personal trainer? When you made the decision to go out on your own, how did you start to make that happen for yourself?
More or less, you talk to everybody. You're friends with everybody.
Yeah.
You're in the line at the grocery store, you might chat with the person in front of you. What do you do? I mean, everyone talks about what they do and what their goals are, and it's just kind of nice. The city of Philadelphia is the city of brotherly love, so we talk to each other at the bar. We talk to each other everywhere. I have friends that recommended me, and then friends actually became clients.
Okay. So you seem like a pretty outgoing person. So for you, it sounds like everywhere you go, you just try to talk to people. I'm kind of like that too, but a lot of people aren't. They're not the type who would talk to somebody in the grocery line. And it sounds like some of your business obviously has grown from word of mouth.
Very much so.
Very much so. So that's very organic.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe what can other people do who are trying to start a fitness business and maybe aren't as outgoing as you? Do you have any advice or recommendations from networking or marketing that's something that's worked for you? Yeah.
Well, social media is everything, obviously. Mm-hmm. So that's I wouldn't say it's easy, doesn't come easy to everybody, but a lot of people currently are doing a lot of workouts on their social media.
Yeah.
They're reaching out, actually marketing themselves on social media. And for me, I think the best thing that I did was ask friends to recommend me, because you can't reach everybody.
Right.
And you can't also train everybody. But the fact of the matter is, if other people are actually saying, Holly Waters, she trains in the water, she trains Olympic lifting, she does this or that, people are interested. People kind of ask more questions. And obviously you should have at least a very small website that people can go to.
Sure. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It amazes me how many new businesses don't have a website at all. And then you think, what's going to happen? Yeah.
I was scared of it. I had a friend help me with a Wix website.
Yeah.
It's free, very easy.
Sure.
And here we go. I get emails every day.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's hard to start as a business and not have things like a website or business cards. Even if you're just starting out and you don't have the budget or clients yet, you have to fake it till you make it, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, you mentioned the role of social media, and I can think of a few other friends I have who are in sort of the fitness, nutrition kind of space, and I know that Periscope has been working well for a lot of them. I'm curious, have you been on Periscope? Are you a fan?
I have been on it. I did not download it yet, but I must.
Okay.
I must. It is so much fun.
I feel like it would be
so
great
much
for you.
fun.
Yeah.
I work with CrossFit PHL I do my boot camps there, and they did a burpee challenge last month, and I just so happened to be working with Jennifer Frederick, and we had a blast, and she was like, let's do this, and it was just so fun. Like, the feeds just come in.
Yeah. So she was on Periscope while you did it.
Yeah, she was on Periscope while she did it too, so the people were talking. Like, it's just fun because you can actually chat it up while you go.
Yeah, and for those out there that might not be familiar with Periscope yet, it's basically a live stream. So you could put it on your phone right now, and we could be Periscoping the show live before you see it when it airs. But, you could do it for as little as a few minutes. You could do it for longer, more of a presentation. You could tape a fitness class, whatever you want to do. If you want to impart advice. I know the weekend of the Pope, there was a lot of people that did great Periscopes of footage of seeing the Pope and just like the crowd reactions and things like that. So there's so many uses for it, and you can gain a lot of followers, and I think it's a great way of marketing yourself for free.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And what we I know in fitness for me, again, it's not just one person in fitness. There's so many, and we love it. So kind of cross-promoting each other is absolutely fabulous. So if someone's not so savvy on either social media or just not that interested in reaching out using your friends to do so is really helpful.
No, that's a good idea.
Promoting. That's what Fitness Alive is really meant to be, is promote other fitness businesses.
Yeah, and I love that whole idea of helping each other and cross-promotion for marketing. I mean, I'm definitely in a space in the main line where I think the community of people that I'm involved with is very much about that, and I love it. and I think I'm sure same in your community of fitness, people try to really promote each other, share their events, post their accomplishments. And, especially if you're somebody that's not like a natural self-promoter, or you don't like to be boastful, or as we were talking about, not everyone likes to talk to somebody in the grocery line, but those things can be very helpful.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, if you're not already doing that, find your tribe of people that can help you make that happen. Yeah.
You might have a friend that just blabs it all up, and that's great. It'll get out there.
Exactly.
I have a lot of them.
Good. So, have you always been involved in the fitness industry? I mean, I know you said you've been doing the business a few years, and you've been involved in what you're doing for 9 or 10 years. But, I mean, before that, let's go back to, like, childhood. Were you always into sports and fitness and that kind of thing, or was that something?
No, yes, I've been since a child. I was in the pool. I was swimming at 11 months old, and my dad was a big runner, and I was running right there, right next to him.
Okay.
And I remember I did my first mile in kindergarten, and I said, damn, I never want to do that again. And then I just started getting all the youngest finisher awards.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I can't say I was ever the best, and that's fine, but I was always the youngest. But it was always been a passion of mine. And I'm very lucky. It was never forced upon me. It was something that I wanted. My mom was like, do you want to go to swim practice tonight? And I was like, yes.
Was your mom also into running and fitness, or just your dad?
No, my dad was. She said that she was friends with the cheerleaders. That's what she said.
Okay.
And my dad was a big wrestler, a runner. And we just kind of.
So your dad was the example. Yeah.
My dad was the example. They got divorced young.
Okay.
So I lived with my mom. So I think I had the best of both worlds, because my mom said, do you want to go to practice?
Right.
Not, all right, let's get in the car, let's go.
Yeah.
So it was kind of nice.
Yeah. So it sounds like you did this all growing up. I mean,
all
the races and all of that. Yeah. And then
the races, the fun. My girlfriends start getting married. I'd start training them on the side.
To get ready for their weddings? Okay. Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. So then when did you decide this is going to be a career?
That was a tough one, because, family was very business oriented. I went to school right away for engineering, which just did not suit me at all. Graduated with marketing international business from Drexel. Enjoyed it thoroughly, and I will say that I use it every day.
Sure.
I went from working on the stock exchange in school to real estate acquisitions.
Okay.
To advertising, to sales, and I loved them all.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I felt like I wasn't doing what I specifically loved. I still loved helping people with their goals, which I was. But at the end of the day, I was kind of leaving work, going and training people.
And that was what you loved.
That's what I loved. Yeah. And then I had an opportunity, and I went with it, and it was the best thing I could have ever done.
So did you ever work in the engineering field, or no?
No. I didn't even, no. That was like, I was there, I was in my classes, and I said to myself,
this isn't going to happen.
This isn't what I love.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like a lot of the things you did before this, though, you would have skills that would really serve you well in what you're doing.
Exactly. Yeah. It's people actually, if you see my career on paper, it just seems very funny. But I say, no, you actually don't understand. Like, with my own fitness business, this has been very helpful with the finance background, with the marketing background, the sales.
All of it. Yeah.
And fitness isn't sales to me. It's just so natural.
Yeah.
So it kind of worked.
Yeah.
I didn't have to wrap myself around the client, because I knew, all right, you have a goal, you have this injury, or, you have this event, stuff like that. I just kind of knew where they were going and how to do it.
So you said an opportunity presented itself. What was the opportunity?
There was a facility that opened up a gym, had a pool, and boom, I was there. The pool, I knew everything about it.
Yeah.
I didn't exactly know how to work them all at the beginning.
Okay.
But now I do.
Okay. And
so it just kind of worked. I ran with it. I was able to do a lot of management. So management is kind of my forte. So it worked out.
So I looked on your website, and one of the things that struck me was the idea that kept coming up of fun. And I think a lot of us, myself included, I work out because I know it's good for me and I need to, and it's good for my chronic pain issues and my weight, my health and mental state and all of those things. But do I like it? No. Do I think it's fun? Definitely not. So I noticed one of the ideas of your website is really encompassing the idea of fun in working out. So tell me about that.
Well, you have to find something that's positive and fun in your workout. So, and a lot of people, that's why they have their trainers.
Yeah.
To make the hour fun.
Right.
To communicate, to work together as a team. And then you're finding, I mean, even if it's your fun music that's going on in the background.
I do have that.
Okay.
Yeah, I do have fun music.
So you have to focus on that. It's all about focusing on something that works for you. And I always say there's something within fitness that's fun.
Right.
Whether it's hiking, whether it's swimming, whether it's, boxing. There's something that could be really fun for you. But fun is also defined differently.
Right.
A lot of people know and feel fulfilled or feel accomplished.
Okay. That
so
I do
feel like the definitions work together.
Okay. Do you find that a lot of your clients have specific goals, whether that's, I want to be able to run a marathon, or I want to do a triathlon, or, I want to be able to finish my first 5K. A lot of people come to you with specific goals, or?
There are specific goals, but life is a goal. Tomorrow is a goal.
Yeah.
So I have elderly clients that are hoping to make it to their daughters having their daughters.
Right.
So longevity is a goal.
Right.
And movement is a goal. So I have clients that say that they need to lose weight to be healthy, to get their cholesterol down. That's a goal.
Yeah.
So everything in my thought process, in my mind, is kind of a goal, whether it be a race or whether it be adding weight or losing weight.
Right. Right. So speaking of weight, I think you'd agree with me. The fitness isn't about a number on the scale.
No, it's
but
not.
Yeah. At the same time, I think there's a lot of talk about diet versus exercise, and I wanted to see what your thoughts were on sort of the role that food and diet plays in being healthy and fit.
See this circle?
Yes.
Okay. I'll tell you the story about this necklace later.
Do our viewers see it? Maybe
It's a circle. One of my little girls got it for
beautiful.
me, and she picked it out.
Okay.
And she said that it reminded me of you. I looked at her and I had no idea what she meant. But I had a thought in my mind what she meant. But she's too young to think this.
Okay.
She says, Holly, it's the tire that you always run around with. Because I love tires. I love running around with tires, blah, blah, blah. Playing with tires. So that was her story. My story is a circle. When she said that, I thought that was wonderful. But it's kind of the circle of life. What kind of works with us? And we all struggle with it being whole, correct?
Yes.
Our personal life, our work life. My work life always takes over my personal life. I'm constantly working on it because I love what I do. So it kind of does transfer.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing with your fitness versus your nutrition. It's a whole circle. If you can make it a whole circle all the time, awesome.
Right.
I'm very much of moderation. I'm not telling you to do doubles every day.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you not to eat a piece of cake at the birthday party.
Right.
I really do believe that moderation is the key. Sometimes I get scared of cheat days because cheat days are just a full gluttony of a day.
Like Thanksgiving.
Right.
Right.
It a little frightens me. But again, if you're kind of thinking about my next workout, my next meal, they all kind of work together. When you're done working out, you kind of don't want to go and have French fries.
Right.
You kind of want to have, some fruit and some vegetables.
But some people do the converse. They say, well, I know Friday night I'm going to be, it's my birthday and I'm going to have cake and pizza and whatever, so I need to get to the gym, You're
right. And some guys go and do their biceps right before they go out at night. You're right. But I do believe that if you kind of work in moderation for everything, working out along with healthy eating.
Yeah.
And healthy eating is pretty easy at this point. There's so many places.
Yeah.
And knowing it and enjoying it, it's again finding the fun and enjoyable food that is healthy.
Yeah. And
there's so much of it.
And I like what you said too about, I'm not telling you not to have the piece of cake. I feel like sometimes, I know in my past I've seen nutritionists who have said, no, you should only be eating these foods and, lean protein and vegetables, and your salmon should be this size. And I get it. It's all important.
Oh, yes.
But who really lives their life like that?
It's very tough. Yeah. It's very tough. And not only that, sometimes I feel like you're setting yourself up for failure.
Right.
Like, I do believe in a plan.
Yeah.
And at the beginning of my week, I like to say, all right, I'm going to get to this class and I'm going to do this and this is what I'm going to do. And like Blue Apron will send me this recipe and this is absolutely fabulous. And sometimes I can do the structure all week.
Right.
And sometimes I can't.
It's not that week.
But that does not mean failure.
Right.
As long as you try, I do believe that you succeed.
I love that. Yeah. So what about, for a lot of women and also some men too, confidence and self-esteem, I think, plays a big role in how healthy they are, what they think about themselves, how important fitness is in their life. How do you kind of deal with that with your clients? You know, a lot of people come with a lot of baggage and issues.
Of course. Oh, they totally do.
Yeah.
Whether it's a young child or middle class or not middle class, excuse me, middle age or elderly.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I don't let the children say the word can't. And I don't let anyone use the word can't. It's not that I'm against I am against negativity within my workouts. I want you to say, I'm going to try that, or let's see what I can do. Because guess what? There's a modification for everything.
Sure.
And I'm really big on being your cheerleader.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone really wanted to see my resume, I would just have 2 pom-poms. Right. Like, that's what I'm doing. I want you to know how amazing you are for just being here.
Yeah. Do you find that some people who work with you, like, you see them kind of come to you one way, and then regardless of the scale or the muscles, like, you just see a transformation in them mentally, like they gain more confidence and self-esteem? Have you seen that a lot in your clients? Yeah.
So much. And not only that, again, the weight.
Yeah.
I have been a size 8 at the same weight as I've been a size 2.
Yeah.
Like, weight, again, does not matter to me. It's nice to know where you're at.
Sure.
I don't say don't own a scale.
Right.
Like, own a scale.
Right.
Great. Do it.
Don't get on it every day.
Don't get on it every day.
Right.
Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
Know that you're working hard. Did you sweat through that t-shirt today? All right. Great.
Yeah.
Did you feel good about it? Did you have fun with it? Wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But self-esteem is big. And I'm very big on helping motivate people to understand how great they're doing.
Yeah. And I think that's so important.
I do too.
So tell us about being a Lululemon ambassador.
Okay, well, Lulu came into town and I had no idea what was going on, so I walked in. And I kind of didn't understand it myself. And I just understood that I was like this big cheerleader in fitness and wanted to spread the fitness cheer everywhere.
Sure.
And I realized that this was like my partner in crime. Like, this was the place to know, because that's all they want to do too. And you get to have a community.
Yeah.
So as an ambassador, we support each other, cross-promote each other, and let the fitness community, the community at large, know what's going on and where they can be and how much they can work out all throughout the week.
Right.
So it's kind of nice.
That's cool. Yeah. So the flip side of that a little bit is, I had mentioned we were going to talk about this. In 2014, there was some negativity that came Lululemon's way. And I have to say, it personally upset me because, I feel like, I am somebody that tries to make working out and being healthy a priority, but I'm not like the picture of skinny, marathon runner. But it's still important.
Everybody is different. Yeah. Everybody is different.
Yes. But, there was a lot that came out about Lululemon about how they kind of didn't support people of certain body types, didn't kind of have workout clothes in their store that would fit a certain size and things like that. And, I'm sure being a Lululemon ambassador and being more intimate with the company and the community, you have a whole different perspective on it. So I'd love to hear. Yeah.
I think everyone was disappointed with any negativity.
Yeah.
Because negativity and our industry really just don't work together.
Yeah.
They really just don't. Like, it's a positive place to be. And within our industry, we are meant to be that cheerleader, meant to help everyone be what they want to be.
Yeah.
So those negative words, there's no room for it.
There's no room for it.
No room at all. And
Yeah.
the fact of the matter is that there's everyone else around it is just so positive, and made sure everyone in the community knew that everybody, meaning everybody's
Everybody
bodies,
type, yes.
is great.
Yeah.
Because who defines perfection?
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
My
curious,
perfect body is someone else's perfect body, and
Yeah.
got everything. Everybody loves something else.
So hearing you talk about this, I'm curious your thoughts about, kind of the glossy magazines. You see all this stuff about, here's the star who looks amazing, but then we're going to retouch it so she looks more amazing and give sort of a portrayal to people that she's even more perfect than she seems. And what does that say to teenage girls and that kind of thing? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, funny enough, I was in that industry where
Okay.
when we were doing advertising, and I was in the internal advertising agency, and I'd actually watch that happen.
Okay.
And it's unfortunate because I not only think the people that were in the pictures were hoping that they could shave off this or increase that.
Right.
again, they're looking for what they think might look perfect on them.
Yeah.
I think we all have a hard time knowing how great our bodies are, because everybody's body is different.
Sure.
So seeing everybody else's body is great.
It's been interesting. I can't remember who per se off the top of my head, but there's been a couple stars who have come out lately who have actually specifically requested to not be retouched.
Not retouched, coming out with no makeup, doing everything like that. I think it's fabulous.
I think it's great.
Because knowing that we're all human, working hard, no matter if we're working hard for our business that day, in the gym that day, anywhere.
Right.
It's just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody
absolutely.
around us works hard for something.
Yeah.
And
your job is to bring that out.
Kudos.
Right. Great. So, shifting gears a little to less about the business, I wanted to talk about what you kind of see as maybe your greatest success or failure. And that could be related to your business or it could be something else. Yeah.
Well, one, I will say, this sounds kind of funny, but I feel successful every day because I finally said, all right, I'm going to do what I love. Yeah. And I'm sure you feel the same way.
I do.
So you speak with all of us and you kind of say, wow, I feel that was a success.
Yeah. Yeah.
I connected.
I'm with you. Yeah.
I made two worlds collide and it's great. And I feel the same way every time someone gets done with their workout, says thank you, gives me a hug and says, I feel great.
Yeah.
Or, yes, there was a goal, and yes, that goal was met, and wonderful. So I do feel successful every day. Every day.
Yeah.
There's success in things that I did before this. I mean, there are races that I've accomplished, great, but I think the little successes are kind of better because I think you're able to measure them more.
I think that's so important.
Or not compare.
Yeah, I think a lot of us, including my question, the way it was phrased, I think we focus on the bigger events and, we look less at those small successes every day. And especially over the course of a year, sometimes, especially this time of year, you get to the end of the year and you think, well, I had these goals and I met these, but I didn't meet these other big goals. I'm a failure. And you don't look at other things that are the smaller things that you've really accomplished over time.
The word fail really bothers me.
Yeah.
Failure means, to me, in my world, you didn't try.
Right.
So most of the time, let's hope,
we're
all trying.
Right.
We're trying. We might not have all the time to try or all the skills to try, but we're trying.
Yeah.
And we're gaining. If you gain skills to get towards a goal, awesome.
Yeah.
That means you're tried.
Yeah.
There's no failures.
Right.
So if you said, I could say I was disappointed in this relationship or this job or that.
But you don't focus on that, which I love.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I tried.
Yeah.
I worked hard at it. I enjoyed it. There's no failure.
Yeah. Good. So what about a book, either a personal book or a business book that's influenced you or you feel like, might be something our audience might want to read? Spark, yeah. Should I take it out? Yeah. So I was gifted this today, which I can't wait to read. This book called Spark. Where's my cat? And The Revolutionary New Science of Exercise in the Brain. So tell us about this.
Well, let me just tell you also, I'm really into true crime.
Okay.
So, yes, I do read true crime.
Okay.
I don't always read the business books.
Okay.
A lot of times I like to leisure read.
Yeah.
But when I do read business books, it's more about kind of the psychology behind everything.
Okay.
And why we do what we do and how it helps us. So this kind of does say how exercise and the brain help each other.
Okay.
So after a workout, I'm clearer. After a workout, I can work harder at a different skill. I do a lot of marathons.
Okay.
And everyone is always like, oh, well, you didn't train enough, or, what's your goal? And I'm like, no, this is a few hours for me to think.
Right.
And they're like, what do you mean?
Head.
Well, swimming is one of my sports that I really think about the things that I have to do throughout the day, the month, set some goals. So when I saw this book, I was like, yes, it lifts my mood.
Yeah.
Yes, it helps me think. Yes, it gets me driven.
Yeah.
Drive is everything.
Yeah.
If you have drive at the hour that you wake up or after the gym, you are golden.
The other thing I've noticed for myself with exercise, and I don't know if the book covers it, is I sleep better when I work out regularly. I definitely have sleeping problems, and I find the more regularly I work out, the less problems I have.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have time to dwell on things right before bed.
Right. You're just too tired. Right. So that's good. So everybody, please read Spark. I can't wait to read it. Yeah, thank you for bringing it.
Of course.
So, tell us about maybe a personal goal that you have for next year, something that you'd like to accomplish in your life.
I think it might be family time. Who knows?
Family time, yeah.
Who knows? I mean, again, we've spoken at how I'm definitely career driven.
Yeah.
And a lot of us are. And
Sure.
I don't think that that's a bad thing. But I love focusing just was married in April.
Oh, I didn't know that. Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you. So
you're a newlywed.
Newlywed. And now it's time to really focus on our lives together, our doggies, and then talking about what might happen next.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of goals.
So is your husband really into fitness also?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He is.
Okay.
But you know what? That's not what his drive kind of brought me to him. But yes, he's very much into fitness. We do not work out together all the time.
I was going to ask that. Yeah.
That's one thing. Like, he is very driven in a different way, and I'm very loud and expressioned, and he's very focused. And that's fine.
So when you guys spend time together that's outside of your business stuff, do you tend to do stuff that's exercise or active related, or will you just go see a movie or hang out? Or?
We do both.
Yeah.
We do both. And I actually enjoy that because I don't always want to say, yeah, Mike and I are going to the gym.
Right.
But yeah, we do both. We sit on the couch and enjoy a movie, and it's nice.
Yeah.
It's actually really nice.
So any place maybe that you haven't traveled that you guys see in your future for 2016 or that you'd like to visit with your husband or by yourself?
Well, we did just get back from Iceland, and I would suggest it.
I have friends there right now, and I've been envious of their Facebook pictures every day. It looks amazing. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a postcard on every block.
Yeah.
And different every 5 minutes. So I did enjoy that. It was
Yeah.
like a different world. And the funny thing is, we've discussed going back to places, not new places ultimately, but going back in like the spring rather than the winter or in the sun. So we might actually go to Idaho again.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Okay.
because there's some hot springs there too.
Yeah.
But yes, we're actually thinking about traveling to a few more hot springs within the States.
Nice. That sounds great.
Relaxing,
Yeah.
still adventurous.
Sounds good. Yeah. So we're nearing the end, so I would love you to tell our viewers how people get in touch with you and also what kind of fun things you have going on. I know you do classes and stuff too. So I'd love for you to tell people where they can take classes
Sure.
and all that fun stuff. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I will tell you. Fitness Alive is a little bit of everywhere. I do want fitness to be alive all throughout the city of Philadelphia and hopefully at large at some point in time. But I do my one-on-ones over at Philly Fitness in Center City, and I do all my classes over at CrossFit PHL and at Fitness Works, which has a pool, saltwater, which is fabulous.
Wow.
And my events are very nonprofit organized and oriented.
Okay.
So I've been working with Philly Girls in Motion, which is a fabulous
That's a great
company.
organization. Yeah.
And we had like 35 girls last night, and we were screaming up a storm. We realized that quiet just doesn't happen.
Right.
So we probably counted to 10 about a million times last night, because if we were doing 10 of anything, I let them scream with me, and that was the right way to do things. It was absolutely the right way to do things. But so looking on Be Well Philly is your best bet to find not only Fitness Alive events, but everybody's events in the city weekly and monthly.
Okay.
Following them on Facebook, on Instagram, and whatnot, and following me, which is Fitness Alive on Facebook, and Holy Water H2O, which is Holy Water was one of my nicknames growing up, and H2O was one of my nicknames growing up. So following those things, letting you know what is going on. I've been working with different companies back on my feet, which they have a few events coming up. And again, Be Well Philly, I'll be doing their boot camp again in some manner this year.
And that's in June, you said, right?
Yes,
okay.
and I expect
so
you there.
So that's something we can highlight. So Be Well Philly in June.
Boot
I
camp.
hope to come for the first time, and it sounds wonderful.
You'll be there.
Every year it sounded amazing.
It's amazing. It gets bigger and better, and it gets more exciting for different things that people can learn, because it's not only about fitness.
Right.
It's about learning about health and well-being. There's doctors that speak.
Yeah.
There's
Wonderful.
everybody, hopefully
I
some
look forward
networking
to
and
it.
speaking.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. Well, thank you so much for being here today and for sharing
thank
all
you
of this
very
with
much.
us. And we'll see you next time.
Sounds great. Thank you very much.